are jumping in and spawning in the bottom hand corner of Bloody Ridge. We have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the Brood War Terran player, the yellow Terran, representing Team StarCom. It is BratOK. Here we go. And welcome once again, one and all, to Bloody Ridge. Bloody Ridge being one of the newer maps that was ported over. Alright, this I'm pretty sure this was the ace match. This is why we only have one game. Again, the tail end of the series. As for the ace match in KungFu Cup, you can dictate, oh, so we go for the gas steal. Gerald, calm down. But you can decide what race you want to play in the ace match. Game 1 and Game 2 are predetermined. Game 3, you can go Brood War versus Brood War, SC2 versus SC2. Despite that, we haven't had any mirror matchups. Despite that, we do see BratOK, likewise Quanta, and likewise Spirits as well, all choosing to play Brood War Terran in their respective matchups. Here we go. As we are poking in. Likewise, we do have our... Okay, we've seen this before. I say that we do have an earlier gas. But regardless, we have a second Rax. Yep, second Rax into Academy, into another Rax as well. Gerald, he does have an idea as to what's going on. I mean, he sees one Rax. He doesn't see the follow-up factories or any other production behind this. But it is going to be the tried and true 3-Rax stim. 3-Rax stim out of BratOK. I mentioned how I was elated that neither Quanta or Spirit had gone for this build despite playing Brood War Terran, but BratOK, he is one that has kind of followed the rest of the pack when it comes to the meta that has been dictated and the strength of this build as well. Now, we have seen many an SC2 Protoss defend against this in multiple different ways, whether it's by slowing this down ahead of time with Blink Stalkers, going for a robo-based opener instead to hard counter this. We'll see how Gerald does approach this kind of style. What do you have for us? What do you got? Stim is on the way. Also, my apologies. I assume this is going to be 3. This is 2 Raxes. So 2-Rax stim. Interesting. Oh, we pulled the boy. So this does hit sooner, I suppose, but more all in. More committed, more all in. There's no expansion. The boys are being pulled. And one way or another, the game is about to end. Gerald, he does open Stargate. Ooh, Stargate open out to Gerald. Stalker pokes out. And we do see BratOK attempting the surround. It does sneak around. Sneaks around, does not quite catch Gerald. Gerald does pull away. Does kite back. Likewise, bunker has been thrown down, but the bunker is going to be delayed. So far, nice kiting here out of Gerald. He has not lost that Stalker. He has not lost any, will not. He gets a Marine. Oh, does leave his army idle. Stalker goes down. Bit of miscontrol there by Gerald. At the same time, bunker is going to fall. There's a cancel. Cancel the bunker. Stim is revealed. Medics now coming in, but now we have 2 shield batteries. Yeah, 2 shield batteries already complete. The main base will not be broken. Nice kiting here by Gerald. And BratOK, he's running out of Marines. He's running out of forces here. As SCVs are going to be falling. Getting 2 SCV kills. He's down 2 SCVs. Likewise, they'll target down those Marines. 2 more Marine kills. Oh, good. The bunker is going to complete, though. Bunker does finish. The base is under fire. And BratOK is expanding behind this. He is expanding. He's not completely all in. I mean, he still has to get more damage done, but he gets 3 probes. Expanding, transitioning. Stalkers are still holding their own. But the last of those repairs, he's contained. He's contained. The base is getting down to low HP. Can he knock down the Nexus? Can he bring it down? We're building up that Stalker count. Ooh, meanwhile, Oracle gets across the map. True Stargate opener. Stargate opener to the Oracle. Oracle does get across the map. 4 SCV kills, not bad. Marines overextend. BratOK distracted. Speaking of distraction. Oh my god. Stalkers, they pull back to the shield battery. At least they try to. One Stalker goes down. And the base is low. The base will fall. Massive pickoff. Takes down the Nexus. Oracle delaying the CC. Does spot the mech follow-up. Going to double factory. Another SCV goes down. 7 SCV kills. And eventually Gerald will break out. Eventually. Fortunately, Gerald, he didn't quite get on top of the SCVs. Oh. Forcing out a stim. Spider-Man's on the way. CC once again delayed. As Gerald, he's looking to break out. Oh, again! He does it again! Takes out another SCV. And here we go, Gerald pushing forward. Yeah, he has enough to burst down that bunker finally, but he'll bleed out 2 Stalkers in the process. That was an expensive trade. Does bleed out 2 Stalkers. But Gerald, he breaks out. BratOK, he has to back off. Pulls away. Ooh, does leave a couple of SCVs idle. At least 2, 3 SCVs. And Gerald, he now can re-expand. Meanwhile, Ion Thrusters, again, we have that mech transition, or in a way. BratOK still working with what he has. Finally, that natural base does complete, finally getting up and running, but heavily delayed as the dust settles. How many SCVs? 16! 16 SCVs went down for 5 probes. And yes, on the one hand, we see BratOK, he does expand, but I mean, it's so delayed. It's so heavily delayed here. Oh my god! Oh my, never mind. Calm down. Spider-Man's popping up. Gerald panicking a little bit towards the end there. Does panic. Likewise, vultures that do slip by. Slip by, they slip past. And 1, 2, 3 of those probes. Not bad, they 2-shot. And Gerald, he's racing back home. Does race back home. Blackfire does secure himself. Worker counts are still neck and neck. Very close to both players on 2 bases. And the game will stabilize. Ooh, the game will stabilize despite how intense the game has been so far. Despite the aggression from BratOK. Now we can calm things down. BratOK getting into Biotank. Or say Biotank. He does have some Vulture support as well. Meanwhile, no, once again, Gerald rushing into Skytoss. I mean, he did have success with this previously. Oracle dives in, gets another 4 SCVs. BratOK pushing right down mid. And Gerald, is he being too greedy? Going for a second Stargate. Fleet Beacon, Robo. Getting ready for that Skytoss. Stays right into the main. Oh, BratOK does notice. Does pull away. Does pull away in time. Just pulling away, gets a revelation off. Tempest production has begun. Oh! Girl once again threatening a dive. He's being contained. Tanks are getting within range of the army. Massive tank shots going off. The Tempests are coming. Baits out the spider mines. Does bait them. Oof. Yeah, limited vision. Gerald takes out one of the tanks. Still some brutal tank shots though. Once again, bit of miscontrol. 3 free Stalkers. Yeah, Gerald's getting caught out. Does get caught, but here we go. The first Tempest has arrived. And what is the answer? What is the answer to the Tempest? There is none. Yeah, tanks have to unsiege. Just like that, one Tempest arrives. And he breaks the contain. BratOK gets to get the hell out of here. Now he can try to bait the Tempest out into the open and then try to stim under it. That'd be the best chance, currently at least. Back at home, we need the armory here for the Goliaths. The one hero Tempest. BratOK, I'm a little bit concerned. I don't see the armory yet. He's still making more tanks, more vultures. Second Tempest on the way. Again, there is a prerequisite required to make any Goliaths. Of the armory, yeah, there it is. Now we see the armory. This is late though. This is a late armory. Does feel like BratOK has not noticed. We have range on the way for the Marines. So you have vultures they attempt to run by. So attempt to run by here. Gerald maintaining himself. Taking another expansion. Is setting up. Going for the mothership. The Tempest count is not too high here. He's only got 3 Tempests. As he hasn't gone into a pure like Skytoss transition. We see instead a lot of ground support here for Gerald. Trying to maintain map control. Oof. Trying to, as the game is slowing down. Now, my big concern here is, as BratOK expanding. Claiming another base, claiming a third. For now, he's still only on 2 bases. Not quite saturated efficiently either. So, some messy economy here for BratOK. I'm sure we'll get control of his bases soon. And now just more concerned with moving out. Does run into the Stalkers. Ooh, Stalkers taking a mind shot to the face. Immortal production has begun. And again, we almost have like a hybrid army here. We have tanks, we have Goliaths, we have vultures, but also still pumping out Marines and getting +1 attack. It's a little bit of everything. It's all coming together. Now, thankfully for BratOK, he's not up against any splash damage. No Colossus, no Storm. So Marines have their place here. Tanks are sieging up. Zealots take him in from behind. The collapse here on that southern flank. Temp shots going off. There's that cloak. And the Marines, they crumble. Yeah, no more Marines. There's 3 Goliaths left. And the Goliaths are the only thing standing here between the army and the Tempest. Now the Stalkers, they still break through nonetheless. Stalkers, they hold their own. Tempest, they reign supreme. What shoots up? Nothing. Tanks and medics, get out of here. And the problem is that this was almost a 2-base all-in. BratOK, no expansion. The 3rd CC is still on the way. So the economy is still lackluster for BratOK. He is rebuilding, trying to remax, making more Marines. Marines, papi. That's not going to help too much. We need Goliaths, as many as possible. As Gerald, he breaks out. Yeah, he breaks out, so this CC is cancelled. That was almost complete as well. And there's no saving this. We spoke earlier about some of the difficulties of Bloody Ridge, especially claiming a third. If you don't have map control, this third base, it's so isolated. You have to go out onto the map, out into the open here to try to expand, to try to fight for your own third. But I thought he's contained. He's contained on 2 bases. He cannot expand, and he should not expand. I mean, I don't see a world where Gerald allows for that to happen. As he's making more Tempest, now going for Temple Archives into Storm. into Archon production. BratOK just setting up as many mines as he can. He has amassed an army, but again, the lack of expansion is what's going to kill him in the long run. Also moving out. Oh! Let's push towards the top side. Gerald, of course, claiming a fourth. Storm is on the way. The one thing that he has been missing is splash damage, just because it is like a hybrid army with a lot of Marines. So, Storm, Colossus, they have value here. Mainly Storm. Armies to engage. Storm is already. Marines, they stem in. Gerald not quite in position. Does rotate over. The army pulls back to the high ground. Tank line pushing in, and Marines are running out of Marines. Uh-oh. We do have the Goliath upgrade, but still pushing up a ramp. Of course, there is that mischance. As Gerald getting caught. Army rotates over towards the natural. And Gerald, he collapses in. Zealots from behind. Stalkers as well. We coming for almost a full surround. And the tanks, yeah, they're not long for this world. Likewise, not enough Goliaths. There were, what, like 4 or 5 Goliaths? Takes down the mothership at least, but, yeah, not much more than that. Oh, God! No, didn't move command. Move command there from the Tempest. There's 2 Marines, there's 1. 1 Marine left. Again, limited anti-air. Nothing shoots up. The Tempest count is maintained. Have we lost the Tempest this game? No. 0 Tempests have gone down. Motherships have. But not the Tempest. As BratOK finally gets another base up and running. Finally claims that third. Ooh, as he does attempt to throw down that compensation. Sorry, I was sneezing. Shout to the bouncer High Templar, by the way. it was barely happening off screen there. We did stop the vulture. Shout out to the High Templar. Storm is now done. Gerald's breaking out. Still kind of a messy game state, but Gerald is taking another expansion, taking the northern base. Again, the base count on this map is quite limited. He's taking those northern bases. We're going moving in. Now we have Mass Goliath, but I'm still not too convinced by the size of the army. There's just not that much to work with. I mean, hey, look, if we saw Spirit rock up with 29 Goliaths and still lose, like, I'm not too convinced by the 7 Goliaths that BratOK has, unfortunately. Not too convinced. No, maybe BratOK, maybe his Goliaths, they hit different. Maybe. As Gerald even claiming the center expansion. I'll be honest, I forgot this base was here. True. Is that center expand? Oh, baiting the army in. He's trying to. Yeah, a nice control here from Gerald, hopping a micro. Oh my god, they're even forcing friendly fire. Very nice control. And we have how many? Still only 7 Goliaths. Only 7. Science vessels on the way. Getting to rejuvenate, I believe, with the cleanse. And here we go. The storm on the main army. Charges from behind. Brutal surround here. GG gets called, and Gerald will clean up the army, and he will take down BratOK. GG. GG. Gerald will take down BratOK, take down Spirit. Gerald will advance on to the semifinals. and we now have our semis available to us here. So the upper semifinals is going to be a best of 3 between Dark and Rebellion. Lower semifinals will be a best of 3 between Gerald and Young Yakov. Here we go. Again, we did have a plethora of Terran players. We had BratOK, we had Spirit, we had Quanta, but they have all fallen this week. No Beyond this week, at least not in the KungFu Cup. So we have our Zergs and Protosses facing off. Let's go. To have them facing off. I will need a moment to set things up though, so we're going to be going on a short break. Here, and when we come back, we'll have the semi-finals ready for you. And this time, proper best of 3s. Proper full best of 3s are going to be available to you, so we can sink our teeth into our back and forth series, and likewise the grand finals thereafter. So we'll see you soon. After this short break. See you soon.